On September 10, 1984, deep in the heart of Moscow, history was about to be written. In the columned halls of the House of Unions, a majestic building that housed the famed Tchaikovsky Concert Hall, a clash was set to unfold. Eyes turned to a match that would pit the reigning champion, Anatoly Karpov, against the fiery young challenger, Garry Kasparov. Karpov, 33 years old and a symbol of Soviet chess mastery, had reigned for a decade. His calm, methodical approach was as much a part of his identity as his deep-rooted connection to the system he represented. In stark contrast, Kasparov, just 21 and already hailed as one of the strongest prodigies from Baku, brought a raw, intensity, and unyielding ambition to the board. This was not merely a contest of moves, it was a battle of ideologies, a collision between experience and youthful defiance. Whoever scored 6 wins would be declared the winner, which meant it could go on forever. In the early rounds, Karpov's steady hand appeared to dictate the pace. His precise, almost surgical play forced Kasparov to adopt unconventional strategies. After merely 9 games, the champion had overcome the challenger 4 times. It seemed that the end was near for the challenger. However, Kasparov stood in defiance, tying the champion in the next 17 games. The match was a marathon, a test of both mental fortitude and physical endurance. As the match progressed into its 3rd month, each move was laden with pressure. After every passing game, the challenger seemed to be gaining strength. Karpov, 12 years older, seemed to be withering, both physically and mentally. After 48 grueling games over 5 intense months, with the score teetering at 5-3 in Karpov's favor, an unprecedented decision was made by the president of the World Chess Federation, Florencio Campomanes.
I therefore declare that the match is ended without decision.
Amidst whispered rumors and mounting physical and mental fatigue, Karpov himself reportedly losing significant weight, the FIDE president stepped in, halting the match without a definitive winner. This abrupt termination sent shockwaves through the chess community. Many believed the decision was influenced by political maneuvering, a desperate bid to protect a cherished Soviet champion. Kasparov's fierce determination and the passion of a prodigy unwilling to accept defeat had been building, game after game, move after move. The intervention left fans and players alike in a state of stunned disbelief, questioning whether history had been rewritten by external forces rather than the players themselves. Kasparov, in a fit of rage, refused to accept his fate and lashed out against Campomanes. Taken aback, the FIDE president was at a loss of words. The decision had been taken, and Kasparov, most reluctantly, had to accept it. A new match, comprising 24 games, was to be played in 6 months. Karpov would retain the title if that match ended in a tie. 6 months later, the world watched as a rematch began, a clean slate set under new rules. Kasparov had to secure a win outright to etch his name in history. And in that rematch, every move carried not only the weight of his own ambition, but the hope of a new era. Kasparov's relentless innovation and sheer resilience shone through. Each game was a lesson in strategy as he turned previous setbacks into stepping stones. The rematch was a study in contrast, where Karpov's experience and measured technique clashed with Kasparov's burning drive and creative genius. After 23 games, Kasparov was at the cusp of victory, leading the match 12-11. If Karpov won the last game, he would tie the match and retain the title. Kasparov, however, only needed a draw. After 31 moves, in a sharp Sicilian defense, Karpov could repeat the position, accept the draw, and defeat. but he chose to continue. By move 42, faced with an inevitable checkmate, the champion stretched out his hand in resignation. The world had a new chess champion, Garry Kimovich Kasparov, then the youngest at just 22. The saga of Karpov and Kasparov is more than a story of chess. It is a chronicle of human determination, the evolution of strategy, and the eternal struggle between tradition and innovation. Their battle not only defined an era but continues to inspire new generations of chess players around the world. This battle was waged not only on the board, but also in the corridors of political intrigue and psychological warfare. A battle happened in an era where chess was more than a game, where victory came with a heavy burden and defeat had its perils and shame.
That world is gone forever. It'll be a long time before a chess match is seen as a proxy for geopolitical agendas.
The legacy of that historic match reminds us that every great champion needs to go beyond the mere mental faculties. The victory is as much a shape of character as it is of skill. This is history in motion. This is the enduring legacy of champions.